Hello again, skunkmunkee here, and today in our Snapshot 21W15A, what do we have? Well, we have some big news, and unfortunately, in my opinion, it's sad news, but it does have a silver lining, so to speak. And the first thing is that 1.17 Caves and Cliffs is not going to be fully coming to us in the summer of 2021. No, unfortunately, it is not. There's a few different reasons that it's not going to be. Basically, they're trying to add a ton of absolutely amazing, cool things into the game, and they just don't have enough time. There's so much that they're trying to add. They're trying to add blocks, they're trying to add mobs, and the biggest thing is the world generation. I mean, we're getting way taller worlds, way deeper worlds, and huge caves, huge mountains, all this crazy stuff, and they want to make sure it is as good as possible without really taxing our computers too much. So they are going to be releasing it in two different parts. The first part is going to be this summer, and it's going to be mostly the blocks and the mobs, and that goat jumped really high over there. Hello, Mr. Goat. It is mostly blocks and mobs. It's going to be the goats, as we see right here. The axolotls. We're also going to be able to get crystals from the geodes and copper blocks. And that's going to allow us to make the spy glasses and the lightning rods, also the tinted glass, the glow squids with the glow ink. We're going to get our powder snow, our lush cave blocks, the dripstone cave blocks, deep slate, different ore variants, glow lichen, and they are going to be adding the multiplayer sleeping rule, thankfully. Along with maybe a couple other things that they're going to be adding. I think maybe drip leaf might get in there. But that's it. It's going to be... Hello. It's going to be mostly those things. We're not going to have any new caves or anything like that. So they say that those things are going to be added and able to be gotten in regular old survival. Don't know how they're going to do that. But the worlds are going to be basically as they are in 1.16 with just those added new features. So they have assured us, though, that they're going to be able to update your world from 1.16 to 1.17 first part, and then 1.17 second part. The second part is all going to be about the generation, the lush caves, the different biomes, the deep ones, the skulk sensors, and the warden, and the big caves, and the huge mountains. That's all going to be coming in the second part. It's going to be coming the holiday season of 2021, so around New Year's most likely. So it's kind of sad that we're not getting everything this summer, but I'm glad that they're taking the time to make sure we get a good, polished product. That is huge, and I'm very thankful for that. So what does that mean for snapshots? Well, snapshots are mainly going to be focusing on what's going to be, coming this summer. So the world height is the same as it is, and the world generation is the same as it is for right now. But there are a few different changes, so let's get into those. The first thing that they've changed, and it's not a really big change, but they changed the way that the sound of bone meal is. It's kind of a cool little change. I really do like it. It feels nice. Haha. Kind of a hissing, crunchy sound. Also, as you may have seen right down here, the raw ores, the iron, the copper, and the gold, their textures have changed a little bit. They are very similar to each other, but they assure everyone these are absolutely fine for colorblind people to be able to tell the difference. That's the main reason they've been changing up the ore texture, if you didn't know that, is to make it way easier for people that are colorblind to be able to tell the difference. So these are similar in shape, but the colors are very different. This one's much brighter. This one's got different colorations between it. So they are easily distinguished between the three of them. And then they've also made it so that you can craft them into blocks in case you've got too many and you want to be able to store them. Now, these look kind of cool, actually, and I believe... That's another thing that's bananaed. Goats will now headbutt things. All entities are headbuttable by goats, including armor stands. So, I'm not sure if item frames are. That'd be kind of cool to see him bashing their head against the wall. But that chicken went flying. Wait, chickens can't fly. It's a flying chicken. Anyway, these are really, really cool textures, and I foresee some really cool things going on with these. This one really reminds me of the honey block type of thing. So yeah, you can craft them into these. Now the problem is you can cook these things up, and this is how you get your actual regular iron ingots now. But unfortunately, these blocks of them don't smelt, and I think that's an oversight because I mean honestly, I should be able to cook that into a block of iron because I can craft 9 of these into a block of iron, and I can craft 9 of these into this. So that makes sense. Unfortunately, that is not the truth. That's really cool looking. I don't know why, but I really like these 3 blocks. They're very cool. So unfortunately, they can't be smelted. I think they're probably going to change that in the future because it makes so much sense. But right now, it is not going to happen. And then these gold blocks right here, if you throw them on the ground, the piglins will not pay any attention to it. They don't like it. I don't know why not, because the difference between that and these, I mean, all this is 9 of those, so you'd think they kind of like it. And they won't get mad at you if you mine it near them. So yeah, those are the main things that have been changed in this snapshot. One thing to note about goats is that they will actively avoid powder snow. So yeah, if you want to know where to walk, just follow them around. And then if we drop down here into the world, you'll see that the geodes are definitely spawning in here, so you can definitely get your amethyst. And also, if we look down at between 0 and 16, there we go. Let's jump back into... There's lava here, apparently. Here is some deep slate. Let's go back to spectator. There is some deep slate that is spawning in this area, and I believe the tough block. There we go, right there. Aww, the axolotls. So the axolotls are spawning in this world right now, and they're being sucked down by these magma blocks. That's kind of sad, actually. But then let's go back down here, and you can see that there is some of the tough blocks that are being spawned. And so you'll get the new ores as well down here at the bottom of the world, just not below y=0. And that makes me wonder, how are they going to handle this when you update from the first part of 1.17 to the second part? It's going to be able to easily go between the two. So I wonder if it's just going to like redo the bedrock and just spawn below it. I don't know. But speaking of that, there is a way to... Ooh, there's the glow squid spawning right here as well. Hi there, Mr. Glow Squid. They are going to be having an ability for you to check out the second half of the 1.17 stuff. And that is going to be by the use of data packs. So you can download a data pack to add to your snapshot world, which is going to include the things such as the caves and the higher mountains and the higher build limit and all the different stuff. So there is a way that you can find that stuff, and because they want you to test it, they want you to find the bugs and all that different stuff. So go ahead and get the data pack as well as the snapshot, and then you can check out both at once. I will be updating both the regular snapshots and the data pack snapshots as they come out, but I don't believe there is anything going on for the second half right now. Unfortunately, other big news, archaeology, another thing that's been announced, is being pushed back even further. It might be, I'm guessing, 1.18, because they really want to spend a lot of time to make sure it looks really nice in its polished system. And they are nowhere near it. We haven't had anything about archaeology in any of the snapshots. So they are going to be pushing that, probably, my guess, is to the summer of 2022. Unfortunately, because it really does look like a cool system. Can't wait to explore it and see what they've got for us. But unfortunately, it is not going to be coming this year, even in the holiday season. That about does it for Snapshot 21W15A. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and turn on notifications. You can follow me on Twitter. You can join my Discord channel, and hope to see you guys in the next Snapshot update. Until next time.
I'm a goat, I'm a goat, I'm a goat, 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 I'm a goat, I'm a goat, I'm a goat, goat, goat. I'm a goat, I'm a goat, I'm a goat, goat, goat. I'm a goat, I'm a goat, I'm a goat, goat, goat.